How do we switch it? Bam. Consider this switched. All right, y'all. Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, audio is on. Stoked about it. Very much stoked about it. Welcome to another one, everybody. Today is going to be a good one. They're all good. They're always good. They're always good. And this is a cool little thing. We're going to be talking about style, fashion, and money. I like to stay away from money a lot because there's like a taboo about it, and it's okay, but I tend to stay away from it. So yeah, here we are. We're gonna do it. Let's see. I've had a few routes of like where I can go with like my live streaming solution and situations. So, as you know, I do communicate with a lot of companies, microphone companies, camera companies, many companies, alcohol beverage companies, and random mom and pop shops and people who need help with marketing, with money, who have a good product, but they want to sell it and they don't have that type of exposure. And one thing that helps me with my live streams, which is a lot of fun, is my DJI Mic 3. So this is a DJI Mic 3. It has two, are these transmitters or receivers? Whatever, little microphones, and it has one receiver. I guess these are transmitters. And one receiver here that goes directly into the iPhone, which is a cool thing. And I have this little toy, which is kind of funny. You're gonna check it out. So you see this? That's a little, right here is the little magnet part. And when I flip it, you're gonna see exactly what it does. So that shows me in the little monitor. And I wonder like which camera it is, but yeah, it gives you like a wild, wild effect. And so I'm actually able to use the back of the camera, which is a very cool thing to do. And all right, as far as money and scams, you got to be very careful with receiving checks in the mail. So if you do receive a check in the mail for a job or whatever, and you go to cash that check at your bank rather than the bank it was issued at, you can get a penalty. You can get a bounce check thingy. So what happens with that is your bank's like, hey, this person didn't approve this check, or this check is faulty, or whatever. I don't know what they do, but they can say something along those lines. And what happens is your check, your account gets dented from it, which is never a good thing. You definitely want to stay away from that if you can. Another thing that I notice is, so if you want to avoid that, what you can do is you can say, okay, this check is from a random bank, say Chase or something like that. You can actually go to Chase and say, hey, I want to cash this check. And what you do is you give them your driver's license, and then you can cash that check. And that's it. If the check is legitimate, then it will be cashed fine, decently. Sure, it might take you an extra 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes out of your day, but think about that. You do that, you cash your check, and you're not worried at all about the check bouncing, or you getting, your credit struck, or, falling victim to some scammer. Who knows what they can do these days? So it might be like common knowledge to some people, but it's something that I tend to practice because I like going that safer route. Another thing that you guys can kind of think about, if you want to make a little extra money doing certain things, like say for instance, here we go. Check this one out. I asked them, I was like, hey, do you guys have any $2 bills? He's like, no, there's a holiday happening and everyone got those $2 bills. So some $2 bills are worth more than just $2. So I asked for $1 coins, and the larger dollar coins, usually older, have more potential in value. So like the Morgan dollar, it's a 1978 to 1921. I can pull up a little picture for you here. So something like this, you can get a little bit more money for those coins. And granted, you're not going to make a lot of money, but those are made of 90% silver. They're big and heavy, and most are worth between $25 to $40 minimum. So if you think about it, you get a coin for $1 from the bank, you turn around and sell it from 25 to 40 bucks. Not a bad deal, not a bad deal. Especially thinking about how much gold has gone up and how much silver has gone up. These are made out of 90% silver, which is, not bad. And then there's another one, it's a peace dollar. And so these are like from 1921 to 1935. And I'll show you a picture of these ones. These are like this. That's a peace dollar. And those ones, how much do you think those are going for? Those are also 90% silver, and they're about $25 to $40, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all, I must say. And let's see, what else do we have? We have the Susan B. Anthony. They're usually worth about $1. So, there's a few rare varieties that are worth a little bit more, but yeah, those are the Susan B. Anthony dollars. Trying to get that in focus. All right, we got that in focus right there. And we got the Sacagawea Native American dollars. Those are 2000 to present, and they're gold colored, but they're not gold, and they're only usually worth $1. Some like coins that have manufacturer defects could be valued more. So basically like the older, bigger ones, or the ones that are silver, are usually worth a little bit more money, which is a good thing to think about. Quote, if they do not build it, they will not take care of it. Take that into consideration if you're building anything in your life. Content creator, artist, home builder, anything. People don't actually really take care of things unless they actually put the work into building those things. So that's a good thing to consider. And I've been a little bit curious about a few things. So obviously, like, every single content creator uses AI, but AI slop is just ruining the algorithms and ruining feeds and all those types of things. So trying to figure out like what is the best method of your workflow and which AIs you can use to enhance your message or whatever you are doing. And so there are a few things that I've been looking into, and I'm actually very curious about Mr. Beast's Stats Pro, something Stats Pro, and it's $50 a month. But to me, there's something very interesting about it, and also am thinking about trying it. So if you guys have any words of advice, or you think I should or should not try it, let me know. Let me know if that's something smart or not smart. Then the other two are vidIQ and TubeBuddy. From the reviews I've seen, it seems like vidIQ beats TubeBuddy pretty well. And that's something to say about vidIQ. I just made that sound, and someone gave me a comment. It was kind of like a hateful comment. They're like, "Oh, I can't watch your videos because you do the sound or whatever." And I think I just avoided it there. That's part of maybe an attention getter. I'm thinking. When people communicate, sometimes they rephrase the first few sentences to get people to start listening to what they're saying. And I'm thinking that could be like some type of subconscious thing in environments where there's a lot of noise or a lot of work and something has to be said immediately and accurately. Maybe I developed that somehow, but it could be a mistake. It could be annoying. It could be whatever it is, but that's something I often do and something that one of my viewers roasted me on, which I'm happy that you guys are actually roasting, because any type of constructive criticism I will accept and I appreciate. Okay, so I have a friend on Instagram who I played soccer with, and he's wearing a black suit and a black shirt. And I wanted to send him a message. And where is that message? And I thought I did send it to him on Instagram, but I think it didn't. But it revolves around fashion. And I shot fashion for quite some time. I did fashion photography and product photography and all those types of things. And I was thinking about wearing a black suit with a black shirt to the Grammys. And the reason I did not do that is because I didn't find a black shirt that was completely different from the black shirts that were available, and also the black shirts that were in my closet. All of them had like a similar sheen. So if you're wearing a black suit, one thing that's very important is if you have to wear a black shirt, make sure if the suit is shiny, the black shirt is matte. Or if the suit is matte, then the black shirt has to be shiny. So there has to be a separation between the fabric, where how the light hits the fabric. Because if you just see like a matte suit with a matte t-shirt, it's just like a bunch of black. And there's no definition, there's no separation. You need that definition and you need that separation. It's extremely important when it comes to fashion. That's all I wanted to add about fashion. Another thing that I was kind of curious about was the CPM. So what is like the number one moneymaker as far as like AdSense and those types of things going on? It's making money online is number one at 13.5 CPM. Number two is digital marketing at CPM 12.5. So it's $12 and a half, $12.50. Number three, personal finance. The CPM is $12. Number four is education. CPM is $9.9. Number five is tech, car, and gadgets. That's a 7.3 CPM. Number six is ASMR. That's 3.5 CPM. Number seven is lifestyle. That's 3.4 CPM. Number eight is fashion and try-on hauls. That's a CPM of 3.1. Number nine is beauty. That's a CPM of 3. Number 10 is motivational and spiritual. That's a CPM of 2.5. Number 11 is cooking. CPM is 2.5. Number 12 is travel. That's a CPM of 2. Number 13 is fitness and building. That's a CPM of 1.6. Number 14 is gaming. CPM at 1.4. And number 15 is comedy and humor at only $1 CPM. So if you're thinking about making money online and doing those types of things with AdSense, that might be something of interest to you. Now, we're gonna do variations on this channel, and I'm always exploring. So I think my core pillar stack would be number one, digital marketing and creator strategy. I think I'm gonna focus on that. Number two will be personal finance. So that will be real estate and monetization mechanics. And number three will be education. So language, analysis, philosophy. And all three of those kind of overlap really nicely. So the digital marketing, what for? I live in it. I've been doing that for so long. There's zero learning curve, but I love to learn about digital marketing. Take, for instance, the Super Bowl incident. That was a complete guerrilla marketing tactic. And that was the second time he did it. And now he is banned from the NFL Super Bowl for life. Imagine that. So he had one chance. He, he ran on the field 2 years ago. He just ran on the field last Sunday. So now he's banned for life from NFL unless something happens. I have some authority in there because I've been doing it for quite some time. I think one of the most important things is to make sure that my viewers gain a lot of information and a lot of beneficial information. That is the goal. So some things I could talk about with the first pillar, the creator strategy, YouTube systems, is the reason your streams are not growing. That could be number one. Number two could be CPM lies. Number three could be the algorithm psychology. You see, like sometimes I'll post 1 time a day. Sometimes I'll post 6 times a day, or 9 or 10 times a day. Some people say they post 100 times a day. So the problem with posting too much, obviously you don't post the same video, but the problem with posting too much is sometimes YouTube will think that this is just slop. So I'm okay with trying new things. I want to try those things so I can tell you about them, and then so you can learn and you can benefit from them. The second pillar would be money mechanics, personal finance breakdowns, real estate realities, ad revenue myths, creator economics. So just let me know which ones do you think would be best or most beneficial to you. Let's see, as far as the third pillar, that would be revolving around philosophical intelligence. So I wonder if I look over here, is this better? Maybe a little bit better. Let's see how I can put this. I'll put my monitor down there. So I can do like word breakdowns, Latin roots of some of these words and definitions and correct ways to say these words. I can talk about the psychology of success and that type of mindset that will help you become better. Would motivation be part of it? I think it would. So I enjoy motivation, just the motivation videos and to motivate people. So that's definitely part of it. And rhetoric analysis, that's obviously extremely fun and challenging. Cultural commentary with intelligence is a very valid point. So out of all of these and these subcategories, which ones do you think would be best for you and would help your life the most? So yeah, you can let me know. So I'm not a guru, I'm not a comedian, and I'm not a tech reviewer. Just trying to be a strategic thinker that will give you the tools you need to succeed. What other notes did I write in here? I think that pretty much wraps it. And I think, yeah, we're going to be going live every single day of 2026. So if you like content like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. All right, y'all. Take care. Oh, this stream. This stream. Oh, I gotta turn up the brightness just to end the stream again. All right, just end it. How do I end the stream? Orientation locked. Okay, how do I end it?